Hey guys, I'm super excited to talk about call days as one of my favorite ways to save you time and make your workdays more productive. I have my Acuity scheduling dashboard open right now. I'll get to that in just a second. First, I want to talk about what it was like for me before I did call days. So, I did not have any sort of like limits for when people could schedule calls with me. I took them Monday through Friday. I guess those are limits, Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. But other than that, I didn't really have any limits. So it was open to any day during the week. And if you're anything like me, calls make you like change your headspace. They require like a different, like being in a different headspace, at least for me. So going from working on projects to talking to clients just really kind of was really hard for me to be productive during the day because I had to shift modes. And especially if I had like a call in the morning and then a call in the afternoon, I would be breaking up my day and I was just losing so much productivity. And for me, I also like to prepare for each call, usually like 15 to 30 minutes. And so I was switching from so many different types of tasks. Then I was at a retreat, and the leader of the retreat, I was talking to her assistant, and she was talking about how they do scheduled call days. So they accepted calls from clients only 2 days a week. And I think at this point, I had kind of been thinking what would be like to do that. And then when I heard that another person in my space was doing it already, I was like, okay, that's it, I'm doing it. And so I started to implement it. So I have my Acuity scheduling open, and this is what it looks like. I accept client calls on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and they can book on those days. So you might be wondering, isn't this really restrictive? Isn't this inconvenient? And I will say that I have never had an issue with this. I have never had a client say anything about it at all, really. One thing I do try and consider, say if I know a client has some sort of schedule restrictions. I can't think of a good example at the moment, but so for example, if I know that a client has a side gig where they coach a volleyball team in the afternoons and have a day job too, I don't know. That's not like a super great example, but I would say if any of these times don't work for you, let me know and I'll do my best to accommodate. So I do leave that kind of open-ended for in some cases, which I feel helps. Although I think I still very rarely have ever had someone take me up on that. So just the result in general, I have much more productive Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. I don't think I'll ever go back to the way I did things before. And just because you aren't taking like scheduled calls on Tuesday or like on other days of the week doesn't mean that you can't schedule something there if you want to. For example, today's Wednesday and I had 3 calls scheduled for this morning. They weren't client calls, they were personal like business calls for myself. And to me that like I felt okay with that because I don't have to like get into a certain mode. I didn't really have to do prepping, and so that's where I was okay with scheduling it on an on-call day. So let me know what you guys think of this idea, or if you're doing it already, I would love to hear your thoughts. All right, talk to you later. Bye.